Next we went to Shimokitazawa, which is like on the outskirts of Tokyo, and we found Grand Bazaar Lolita, which is, or Grand Bazaar Lolita, which is like a little web shop also. If you don't know, it's like Closet Child except like smaller scale, and the prices were ridiculously low. I had so much fun, but I only bought 2 things because the other one, it was kind of more on the Jane Marple, Emily Temple cute. They did have some Innocent World, a couple of baby dresses, but don't go there if you're an over-the-top sweet. Go there if you like toned down sweet or classical pieces. Nothing gothic going on there. I bought a black Innocent World skirt for $30. It's gorgeous and it has really high quality rose lace going around at the bottom. And I also bought a Jesus Diamante Katsu for, get this, 12 bucks. That is impressive. So it's definitely worth checking out because their prices are wow, amazing. It's small. It's very small. The Lolita section is small, and that one is also on the 2nd floor. They have a really useful map though on their main site. I'm gonna link down in the description bar because they even put like McDonald's with their signs. So if you don't read katakana or hiragana or kanji, that was my problem. Like I cannot read. I know maybe like 20 kanjis. I'm very good with the hiragana and katakana, but I mean the rest no. So, but it's their map is really cute and really useful. So we went there, and in Shimokitazawa there was like this cute candy store, and candy stores are like impossible to come by in Tokyo. They have loads of pastry shops and stuff, but they have no candy stores. And I'm a candy girl, so I was very sad. The food there is delicious though. There was also an arcade that was non-smoking, thank God. I could not go to Japan and not play arcade games, you know? So, but they were always smoking, and I don't like that. It gives me a headache. So Shimokitazawa was really nice. Then we went to Yokohama, which is actually, after Shinjuku, probably the 2nd best place to shop for Lolita. But not that much for gothic, but they've got a huge store that's called Vivre. That's way, like, each floor is huge, like twice as big as La Forêt's floors, and La Forêt is still bigger than Marui. All the Lolita clothes were on one floor, and they had loads of brands like Black Police Now, Baby, Angelic Pretty. They had another Kara shop, but that one was more for the punkish side, so like, and it had cyber clothing and stuff. At least they had it in the world, but even less Juliette Justin than the one in Marui one, and less Mille-Fleurs also, so that was sad. But there were loads of stores. There were also 2 parts to the Closet Child. One of them was actually closed because of the earthquake. I think the building is not safe anymore, but thank God, that's the one with the visual K CDs, so the one with Lolita clothing is still fine. And so my boyfriend found it with the maps. I used all the maps from Closet Child. I also looked it up on Google Maps and everything, because if you just have an address, well, maybe I suck, but I really don't understand how it works, like with the blocks and stuff, because addresses in Japan are like 11-9-8, you know, this street, when this prefecture and everything. But the thing is that some streets don't even have like names, and it's not always obvious to know like what section of the prefecture you're in, and anyway, so it's just easier if you've got a map. And we found it, and that one was awesome, and for the first time they actually gave me a freaking member card, because like all the others, you just maybe I was more obvious about being a Gaikokujin when I was there, but they didn't give me a member card. But that store, they gave me a member card, so I was like, yay! And I found the most gorgeous purse. I'm waiting for my friend. We're gonna organize a panel. We'll keep organizing it. But I found this purse that I've been wanting forever. Look at that, so pretty. I have a very hime side to myself, so I was happy. It was, I think, $45, which for a purse that's like in a perfect condition, I was just like, I didn't know what to say. They had quite a bit of Himegyard clothing. I do prefer to buy it on Mblock or Yahoo Auctions because I'm very cheap, and I love Jesus Diamante, but I don't think the quality is that amazing. Not after having some Juliette. Anyways. So that Closet Child is definitely worth checking out because they're, especially if you like Hime stuff, I found that they had a really nice selection of stuff. Lots of crown motifs, and maybe it was just by the time I was there, but it was really nice. So Yokohama is definitely worth checking out, and it's really not so far from Tokyo. I think it's like half an hour by train if you go start by in Shibuya or Shinjuku or something like that. Was that the one that we had? No, we didn't have to use the Odaku line, I don't think. That was for Shimokitazawa. And the next one, which is Sagami Ono. Sagami Ono has a Closet Child. That one was also quite easy to find. You get out of the station and you're like on this platform, and on the other there's gonna be like stairs going down and like some kind of arena with lots of little stores and stuff. And on the other side you're gonna see that there are stairs going up again, and it's gonna be a huge Isetan. The Marui one in Shinjuku is also near an Isetan, and there are 3 Marui ones in Harajuku. One for men, one for mainstream clothing, and one for alternative clothing, but they're easy to identify. And the one in Sagami Ono, you saw the Isetan, and it was like right down the stairs when you were walking around. It's not that big, the area that's down there, so you can probably like walk around for 10 minutes and see everything that's to be seen. And the Closet Child was also quite small. It was kind of like Grand Bazaar Lolita. Not that much selection, but I did get a really nice Jisin Kutsu that's perfect for work. And that one was also around $40. I mean, what's up with those prices? Seriously. I was happy. The staff were really nice. I also went to another used Lolita clothing store, which is Candy One. I don't know if you know it. That one was in Nakano. And Nakano's worth going, period, for the following reason. It's like the mall has this Indian feel. They've got like huge arches going like that, lots of sun motifs, very ashy desert colors, and it's really nice. So you get off the train and you're gonna see, like, at first we were like, where is it, and then we saw this huge arch. It's I don't recall the name, maybe it'll come to me, but anyways, it's really huge, like several stories high, and it's like a roof that goes all the way through. There are like little restaurants and stores inside, and once you go all the way through, there's going to be the Broadway Mall, which is where you want to go. So you go into the Broadway Mall, and then the Candy One is on the 2nd floor. You go in, and then there's going to be like an escalator. So you go onto there, and then you turn right, and then to the end of the corridor, you turn left, and then you'll have it. The Candy One, which is small, but it has a nice selection of classical stuff. Finally, the prices are higher there, but it was a really nice little store. I didn't buy anything there though. So, is that it, baby boy? I'm sorry, I'm talking to my cat. I think that's about it for the stores I went to. Let's see, 5 Closet Childs, 3 mega stores, and 2 unknown-esque used Lolita clothing stores. So I think that's about it. Now I'm going to film the pieces that I found and where I found them, and I'll put all the information that you're going to need if you want to go exploring Lolita stores in Tokyo. For classical Lolitas, I think the next trip I'm going to do is going to be in Osaka and Kyoto. One for the architectural and historical goodies. Oh yay! And now that I feel more confident about my Japanese, because I really wasn't sure that it was going to be enough, since you really cannot get around with English in Japan, or you're going to have a really hard time. But now that I feel more confident, I'd feel good enough to go in the West, because in the West that's where Juliette et Justin has their full-fledged store that you can take an appointment and then they reserve a half-hour slot for you to drink tea and get your pictures taken and try things on. There's also the Victorian Maiden store. There are a lot of Lolita clothing store over there, Atelier Pierrot's and all that stuff, so really good for classical and gothic Lolitas. Lots of stuff is in Osaka, but that's where I'm going to go next. But Tokyo is also a very nice place and awesome for geeks. Oh yeah! My boyfriend and I had so much fun. We must have spent like $250 just on maid cafes. I mean, it was amazing. And it was really cute too. People brought their kids, and you know, when people think, oh my god, it must be, you know, I do admit that I do have an otaku side to myself, and I'm not ashamed. I love anime, I love video games, I love programming, and I'm a Lolita, so hey. But anyways, I'll show you my clothing in just a second.